Alright everyone, tonight we're going to take a walk through a side of Roblox that most people never see or aren't supposed to. A world hidden beneath the polished surface of the front page, behind the endless simulators and sponsored events. These are the forgotten, forbidden, and flat-out banned corners of the platform. The games that Roblox has tried to erase, and the ones that keep coming back anyway. Some of them are creepy, some are broken, and some are just too real for a company that thrives on being family-friendly. But every one of them tells you something about what Roblox really is, not the colorful playground it pretends to be, but a massive ecosystem where control and chaos fight every single day. So tonight we're exploring the Roblox games you're not supposed to find. It always starts the same way. Someone mentions a strange game in a Discord server or a TikTok comment. A name you've never heard of. You look it up and it's gone. Content deleted. But if you dig deeper, someone always has a link, a backup, a re-upload. You join, and immediately something feels off. The lighting is darker. The atmosphere is heavy. There's no music, or maybe there's too much. You see familiar Roblox assets, the same trees, the same houses, but twisted, misplaced, wrong. And that's when you realize you've stepped into one of Roblox's ghost worlds. These aren't just old games. They're pieces of the platform's buried history. Things that broke the rules, scared moderators, or just didn't fit the company's clean image. Some of them were banned for obvious reasons. Exploit games, inappropriate content, scams. But others were taken down for something more subtle. Because they revealed too much. Because they made players uncomfortable. Because they reminded everyone that behind the blocky avatars and bright colors, Roblox is still built by humans. And humans make dark things. Take Crossroads, for example. It was one of Roblox's oldest and most iconic maps. A simple battle arena from 2006. For years it stood as a piece of history. But every so often, strange versions of it would appear. Slightly altered copies. Some filled with eerie music. Others covered in corrupted textures or strange hidden rooms. Players claimed to see messages carved into walls. Names that didn't belong there. Even NPCs that moved on their own. Most of it was myth, but Roblox moderators deleted those copies anyway. They called it unauthorized use. Then there are the darker ones, the so-called lost games. Experiences that disappeared overnight without explanation. Games like Smile, Rooms, and Subspace Tripmine. Some were banned for containing graphic content, others for their cult-like followings. But their communities never died. Fans rebuild them from memory, piece by piece, uploading new versions faster than Roblox can take them down. You can still find them if you know where to look, through unlisted groups, hidden keywords, or direct links passed around like secrets. It's a digital cat-and-mouse game between the platform and the players who refuse to let history die. But why do these games get erased in the first place? Roblox claims it's about safety, protecting players from harmful or inappropriate experiences. And yes, sometimes, that's true. There are games that cross real ethical lines. Exploit hubs, scam farms, shock horror experiences made to traumatize kids. Those deserve to be removed. But many banned games aren't dangerous, just uncomfortable. They deal with real topics: death, depression, abuse, loneliness. Things Roblox doesn't want to admit exist on its platform. Instead of moderating responsibly, they delete anything that breaks the illusion of family-friendly fun. It's censorship disguised as safety. One of the most infamous cases was a game simply known as Life. On the surface, it was a slice-of-life simulator, a quiet town, NPCs going about their day. But players discovered hidden layers. The further you explored, the more disturbing it became. You could find graveyards filled with player names, messages hinting at real-world tragedies, and secret rooms with eerie, personal stories written on the walls. It was emotional, even artistic, but Roblox banned it within days, officially for disturbing content. Unofficially, because it was too human, too real. It didn't fit the sanitized version of reality Roblox wanted to sell. And yet, the more Roblox tries to bury these games, the more players want to find them. It's human nature. We're drawn to the forbidden, the mystery, the idea that somewhere hidden beneath the surface, there's something the company doesn't want you to see. So entire subcultures have formed around hunting for these banned games. Players dig through old archives, scour the Wayback Machine, and trade lost files like ancient relics. Some even run private servers that host preserved versions of deleted worlds. It's not just curiosity, it's rebellion, a quiet form of protest against corporate control over creativity. And the craziest part? Many of these deleted games are actually good. Not all of them are horror stories or shock content. Some are just weird experiments, games that pushed boundaries or broke conventions, role plays that tackled mature themes, social spaces that questioned authority, artistic builds that didn't fit the algorithm. In another universe, they could have been featured by Roblox themselves. But instead, they were erased, their creators banned, their work forgotten. It's a chilling reminder that on Roblox, your creativity only exists until the company decides otherwise. Roblox doesn't like chaos. It likes control. Every update, every policy, every safety measure is about keeping the platform predictable and profitable. That means no controversial content, no unapproved art, no unmoderated expression. But the underground refuses to play by those rules. Every deleted game that gets re-uploaded, every lost file that resurfaces, is proof that Roblox can't control everything. The players are too curious, too stubborn, too human. They keep the ghosts alive. There's another layer to this: the banned developer accounts. For every lost game, there's usually a creator who disappeared with it. Some were falsely accused of rule violations. Others were banned for refusing to censor themselves. You can still find their traces: usernames carved into old models, signature scripts hidden in assets, copies of their games uploaded by fans. In the underground community, these developers are treated like legends, martyrs of creativity, people who dared to build something real in a place that only rewards the artificial. And Roblox hates that narrative. They don't want their platform associated with rebellion or artistic defiance, so they bury it under layers of algorithmic noise, endless simulators and adopt games, all bright and harmless and profitable. But underneath that shiny surface, the old worlds are still there. Some are corrupted. Some are half-broken. But if you dig deep enough, you can still feel them. The remnants of what Roblox used to be. A place where imagination didn't have to be approved. There are even entire horror myths built around these lost games. Stories of cursed servers that appear at random times, or developers who vanished after their creations were banned. Most of it is exaggerated, but some of it's based on truth. Players have found games that reappear years after deletion, uploaded under different names, still containing the same eerie assets and messages. Some believe there are rogue developers, old insiders, who secretly re-upload deleted files as a form of resistance. Whether that's real or not, the idea alone has become part of Roblox's underground mythology. If you spend enough time exploring, you'll notice a pattern. Roblox's biggest fear isn't violence, or bad language, or even scams. It's loss of control. The company thrives on being the gatekeeper of imagination. Anything that challenges that control, whether it's a game that questions reality or one that refuses monetization, gets deleted. It's not about keeping kids safe. It's about keeping creators obedient. But here's the truth: the underground will never die. Every time Roblox bans a game, someone finds a way to bring it back. They change the title, re-upload the assets, host it privately, or archive it off-platform. You can delete a game, but you can't delete the idea behind it. Creativity always finds a way through. That's what makes these forbidden games so fascinating. They're not just digital ghosts. They're acts of defiance. And in a weird way, they're more Roblox than anything on the front page. They embody the spirit the platform was built on: experimentation, curiosity, and independence. They're made by people who aren't trying to chase Robux or trends. They're trying to make something that means something. Something Roblox's corporate machine can't replicate. Of course, not every hidden game is a masterpiece. Some are straight up disturbing. Exploitation traps, adult servers, or exploit-heavy copies meant to lure players. That's the danger of the underground. It's unfiltered. But even those dark corners tell a story about how Roblox's failure to moderate fairly created a space where people either broke the rules or disappeared. When you silence everyone, the only voices left are the ones shouting from the shadows. So the next time you open Roblox and scroll past the same dozen simulators, remember that's not the whole platform. That's the curated, polished version Roblox wants you to see. But underneath, in the buried corners of the servers and the dusty archives of old accounts, There's a different Roblox. One full of forgotten creativity, broken experiments, and stories that refuse to die. And if you're brave enough to look for it, you'll find it. Maybe it's a re-uploaded horror game from 2015. Maybe it's a weird, half-functional sandbox that someone keeps bringing back under new names. Maybe it's something no one's seen before. A piece of digital history still fighting to exist. Because no matter how many times Roblox deletes these worlds, they always come back. They always find a way. You can bury imagination, but you can't kill it.